What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Former Teen Mom OG star Farrah Abraham recently put out an audio tape of a conversation she had with her young daughter, Sophia Abraham, who is 11 years old now, that made me extremely uncomfortable. First of all, it was a follower of mine by the name of Lydia who put me on to the episode the other day. Thank you so much. It's on Farrah's podcast. She's having a conversation with her daughter, and she just... it's so heartbreaking to hear Sophia complain about her mom constantly exposing her for money, and Farrah just completely invalidate her feelings about it and then just further expose her for more money. Just take a listen to it. I just wanted to warn you guys ahead of it that it might be a little bit difficult to listen to. So let's get into the audio with that in mind.
Honey, are you going to shave under your arms or no?
Why do you always have to talk about that?
Well, you did wear a jumper that shows your armpits.
I know, but it's not visible.
Okay.
And you're trying to expose me in TMZ. And it's really embarrassing.
You were exposed on TMZ. You're so silly.
You exposed me on TMZ.
So I think people want to know where you
No.
are. If you're sprouting out hairs and BL.
No, but one single person in this earth would talk about their child growing armpit hair.
Honey, that's the problem. People don't talk about puberty, and then people don't know how to deal with it.
It's embarrassing and awkward.
It's not even awkward, and it's not even embarrassing. Everyone has it.
Yes, it is. It's embarrassing to talk about it and spread it all over the whole world.
Well, maybe if people talk about it in an embarrassing way.
Privacy.
You,
And clearly, you do not respect that.
honey, I am all good with the privacy.
You
So,
are not good with the privacy.
okay, I really need to finish this Excel sheet so it can be done, okay? And then we're gonna roll.
So yes, what you just heard was Sophia literally beg her mom to stop exposing her to the press, to TMZ particularly, because she feels incredibly embarrassed by the stories that her mom sells to them. And so, Farrah's like, it's no big deal, no big deal. Many people want to know where you are in the world and if you're sprouting hairs. My skin crawled at her saying that because it is so inappropriate. The idea that adult people are even thinking about whether or not a child is sprouting, I can't even finish this sentence. How does someone, first of all, think that as a mom, but second of all, not feel disturbed by it or the need to protect her daughter's privacy times 1,000 based on the idea that there are adults who are this creepy out there in the world? Why would you feed into something so beyond disturbing? It is incredibly disturbing that Farrah thinks that this is interesting to random adults, and then Sophia kind of digs her heels in. She's like, no, it's embarrassing. I don't want you to talk about it. You keep exposing me to TMZ and the whole world. I want privacy, but you obviously don't respect that. And Farrah's like, no, that's the problem with the world is that people don't understand puberty and they don't know how to handle it. So what does that have to do with Sophia or even you, Farrah? You're not qualified in any sense of the word to discuss puberty with people. No one is looking to Farrah Abraham, backdoor teen mom, for advice on how to handle their child going through puberty. They're probably going to a doctor, a nurse, people in the actual medical field. They're not looking to use your child as a guinea pig. That's literally disgusting. And to add to that, how mind-blowing is it that Farrah could sit there and listen to her daughter complain and beg for privacy? She's telling you, I'm embarrassed. I feel ashamed by this. I feel like you just keep exposing me for media attention. How do you listen to your child say that? First of all, invalidate her feelings, tell her she's all wrong, that you're doing it for science, and then not only that, but she further victimizes her daughter and exploits her and violates her privacy by airing the entire conversation on her own podcast. She really does not give an ounce of an F-U-C-K about how her actions affect this child. And man, my heart is just sinking to the ground watching this play out in front of me. Like, I've been saying this for a long time, and I think pretty much anyone watching Teen Mom over the years has been saying this, that there's something not right about this woman. And, thank God she stopped at just one child, but it's still sad for that one child that she has, that this is the life that she's living. Sophia has been through a heck of a lot with her mom, Farrah. This is the child that Farrah called an idiot on Teen Mom OG one episode when she was feeling too sick to go prance around with her mom one day. Farrah's like, all right, I'm going to leave her there if Sophia's acting like an idiot, and like her mom, Deborah, had to go and check in on Sophia and let her know that she was there for her, even though her mom wasn't at that time. And then when Sophia was about 6 or 7 years old, maybe even 8 years old, Farrah waxed her quote unquote unibrow, put it all over the internet, did a bunch of interviews about it as well. And she was widely condemned for doing something so inappropriate with her child that would just cement these feelings of never being beautiful enough, or just like overly fixating on her looks. When Farrah goes to get her butt like injected and plumped up and stuff, guess who she brings with her to take videos from like the back angle, while she's lying down on the bed getting injected or like plumped up or lasered or whatever you want to call it? It's her daughter, who was like 9 or 10 years old at the time, and like when Farrah sold her Backdoor Teen Mom adult videotape, guess who came with her one of the days alongside her father as well as they were signing the contract? It was Sophia, who was about 4 or 5 years old at the time. Like, this child has been way overexposed, and just to hear it from her mouth exactly, like that this is how she feels about it, and to see her mom's reaction to it, which is incredibly dismissive, condescending, and exploitative, it's wild. It's a very sobering thing to see, you guys. It truly is, and don't even forget, like just a couple months ago, Farrah, or just the other year, Farrah had the two of them walking around in bathing suits and bikinis in front of the Eiffel Tower here in Paris for literally no reason, just so that she can get press to talk about it. Like when Farrah got mad at Nicki Minaj or something, what did she do? She used her daughter's account to get into like a beef with Nicki Minaj. She had her daughter film a video talking about how she hates Nicki Minaj's music. Like, she always overly involves this child in anything that she feels like could give her attention. And, it's very, very heartbreaking to watch. And yeah, I don't know, guys, how did you feel like listening to that audio tape of Sophia literally telling her mom that she feels exposed and embarrassed, and then like to listen to Farrah tell Sophia that her feelings don't matter, and that, Farrah wants to do what she wants to do, and Sophia's just got to go along for the ride, whether she likes it or not. In my opinion, this is not just a look at the way that Farrah treats her child. I think this is an interesting look at the dynamics between every single mom on the show Teen Mom OG and Teen Mom 2 with their child. Maybe they're not as explicit about telling their child that they are prioritizing fame and money over their privacy, but they are all 100% implicitly doing it by exposing like their children's darkest, deepest secrets, family dynamics, abandonment issues, their parents' substance abuse issues, season after season, their entire lives, for money and for fame. You guys, let me know what you think about this very sad story in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. Thank you again to Lydia for putting me on to this very sad episode that I was able to share with you all. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.